It's a lot of pressure when people tell you you're a stand-up comedian, because now you have to be funny. What if you are not? You're just really a bad, dead joker. Um, so let's start talking about something more serious before we talk about some jokes, so some people can wake up. How about I ask you first questions to wake up anybody anyway? So, what's the difference between Bitcoin and the NASA? Any taker, friends? What? Going up and down? Very close, but not. The answer is Bitcoin is actually going to the moon. All right, I hope everyone's wake up. And let's talk about blockchain and cryptocurrency. Let me find out. So as I was talking to a lot of people here, some of us I met in other conferences. You must be an expert on that. So this will be a good experience for you to see when you want to talk to your grandma. And some new beginners about blockchain and digital currency, what will be the stories you can share, or maybe some jokes. And also, for our lovely new beginners into this blockchain and cryptocurrency world, I would like to break down to some simple pieces about what is blockchain and what is digital currency, what was the past trend and what will be the new trend in the future. What are we going to talk about from foresight? The technology, what is blockchain? Digital currency, Bitcoin, altcoin, mining, and how you can store your digital currency. And the market, what's the industrial overview, what happened in the past, what is the market trend, and what is ICO. And as end, as one of application of blockchain technology is digital currency. How can you buy and sell it in Canada's market? First part, the technology. What is blockchain? Blockchain is a decentralized immutable ledger. So imagine it's a huge, massive Excel sheet, and you will be able to store all your data. And what's the fundamental problem blockchain is solving? It's trust. Why trust is so hard to gain nowadays? Remember what happened in 2008? Economy crisis. And what happened there? The government bailout the banks. There are huge bills people have to pay. Who paid for it? You and me, as a general public and taxpayers. Was there a trust there? There was a trust there. Who broke it? The government. Now we as a general public, how can we regain this trust and how can we protect our assets? That's how blockchain technology started as user applications, and in 2008, Satoshi Nakamoto started Bitcoin project. So blockchain technology bring together the three important technology and areas together: computer science, cryptography, and economics. And we will talk about details in the later slides. So this is a very simplified blockchain visualized graph. And what you see here in the chart in red is hash. For us, hash and cryptography may be very hard to understand. But let's think about that as a mathematics proofs. And all these miners, this is simply for the proof of work. All the miners, what they trying to do, and what is block? They are mining a block to process the transactions. And how can they process the transactions is by finding the hash power. And what is a hash? What they trying to solve And by proof of work, especially as Bitcoin as example, is they have to mine it. And who can get that block reward is the first person to solve this puzzle and is to find this hash number. And each block will record the previous hash number there. So you can see where the arrows there. In the second block, the hash is exactly the same as the previous one. And then the third one, the hash is exactly the same as the second one. So this is kind of a signature. When you go to the bank and deposit your checks, and you write your signature in the check, and then what you can do out of that? People will prevent fraudulence, and they verify your check by your signature. And in blockchain, they verify your transaction by hash. Cool? So the relationship between blockchain and digital currency, and especially a lot of people say, when I talk to them about blockchain, they say, what is blockchain? And then say Bitcoin. Then they will say, oh yeah, I know Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is on the news all over the place. But blockchain is not equal to Bitcoin. Blockchain is the underlying technology for Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is an application for blockchain technology. And what is Bitcoin? Satoshi Nakamoto is the underlying founders of Bitcoin and proposed Bitcoin in 2008. As we explained, the political and economy reasons behind it is because the trust was broke between the government, banks, and the general public. You need to find a way for peer-to-peer to process and do their payment without the intermediaries, like governments, like banks. And how can you do that? There's the creation of Bitcoin. Since 2008, there are a lot of digital currencies has been created outside of Bitcoin. But in order for us to understand what is Bitcoin, I would like to play a small little video here, and then we will be understand more by this 1 minute video. Yep. So by through this short video, what we can learn from this video is by Bitcoin, it's the desirability and also limited quantity. And it will remind us, gold. So what do we call Bitcoin in the digital currency world? It's called the gold of digital currency. Okay. So as explained in the video, there need to be some transaction to be processed. And who play a key role in this transaction? It's crypto miners. And using Bitcoin as example is the miners contribute the power using electricity as well as computing power. So there will be a rig like this, and then the crypto miners like S9 is solely designed to process the transactions to mine the blocks. And currently, there are rewards for miners to do the process. Simply because when you're doing transactions in the banks, you will need to pay the transaction fees. And in order to encourage miners and for them to mine the blocks to solve the complicated mathematical problems, you need to give them a reward. At the very first beginning, since 2008, to mine one block is 50 Bitcoin. Using today's market value as example, let's say it's around 8,000 Canadian dollar per Bitcoin. So if you mine one block, how much you can get for 50 Bitcoin? It's about 400,000. So that's a lot of reward for people to do it. However, you do not always get the same amount of Bitcoin when you mine that block. It happens every time when there are about 210,000 blocks available, and the reward reduced to half. Last half of Bitcoin happened in 2016. So now, per block reward is 12.5 Bitcoin per block. And also, when you process the transactions, in order to reward all these miners, you also give them transaction fees. And in 2017, it's about 1 to 5 Bitcoin per transaction. So that's how miners work and power the network and would support the transaction in the blockchain to move forward. So now you mine coins. How can you store your digital currencies? There will be multiple ways for you to store that if you wish or you are going to buy some digital currencies, including Bitcoin, Ethereum. There are 4 ways you can do that. You can do it on trading platform, where is a place you simply purchase your digital currency. You can use the digital wallet, such as Jack's wallet, my Ethereum wallet. You also can use hardware wallet like Nano Ledger. And you all can also use a very original one, is paper wallet, if you're going to purchase the Bitcoin from like local Bitcoin ATMs. So I got a lot of questions from my clients, especially working for one of Canada's leading platforms. Where should I put my coins in? It really depends. So if you are an active trader, you are trading digital currencies like stocks, then it's safer to choosing a secure platform and leave your coins there, because the level of securities provided by the exchange really matters. However, you say, I see the long-term value of these digital currencies. I want to buy and hold. What you can do is you can either move it to digital wallet or hardware wallet or paper wallet. In that way, for hardware wallet, for example, this is a hard wallet, never touch internet. So the chance you will get hacked is smaller. While if you put on trading platform or digital wallet, there will be this concern from the cybersecurity point of view. So the market, it's worth how much right now? Let's do some money talk. So in the past 2 years, digital currency have grown dramatically, and at its peak, it's about $800 billion. And you can see from this graph I got from Coindesk is back in 2014, it's very minimum at the bottom. And when it reached peak in 2017 and 2018, it grows from 160 billion all the way to 800 billion. And that's the time in 2017 when Bitcoin at the early beginning of the year at 1,000 and to the end of the year around 15,000 to 20,000 at the late of 2017, early of 2018. So people talking about the digital currency is a bear market right now, because you can see there is a drop in the graph. However, compared to the year before, 2014, 2015, 2016, it's still a significant increase, both on the market cap value as well as the popularity of the digital currencies. So 2017 is a year for altcoins. It's over 1,400 altcoins were produced in 2017. It's not including anything in 2018. If we added the number of 2018, it could simply double it. So 65% of digital assets market cap is held in altcoins, compared to originally it was 65 to 70% held by Bitcoin. So there are 30 plus unicorn altcoins worth more than $1 billion were produced in 2017, and they raised about 6.8 billion via ICOs. What is ICO? ICO is initial coin offering. It helps a lot of blockchain companies raise fund through Ethereum, Bitcoin, or other coins. So, and a lot of people say 500 billion, 800 billion is a lot of money. So cryptocurrency or digital currency is at its peak, but if we compare it to the traditional financial industry, and the little corner on the top of each section represented the digital assets. So it's about 500 billion to gold, which is 7.7 trillion. It's not even 10%. And compared to offshore banking, 20 trillion, global stock market, 73 trillion, and global broader money supply, 90 trillion, the 500 billion is a very, very small part of the global economy as well as the financial sectors. So there are totally 28 million unique Bitcoin addresses, only represented 0.04% of global populations. So a lot of us here who think, oh, I missed the boat of 2017, 2018, am I still too late to join the game? No. You still have a lot of time and you're still kind of considered as early adopter. And the trend of digital currency buyers are diversified right now, from the earlier adopters to the innovators in the tech sectors to the retail adopters. From now, there are a lot of high net worth clients and family offices and funds are getting into digital currency. And we heard a lot of news about the ETF in the market. So the next move will be the institutional monies and pension funds who coming into the play. There are about 100 hedge funds already trade digital currencies. There will be pensions have like Canadian Pension Plan Board have more than 100 people actively watching it. So if we think we are small part of the trading groups, there are way more institution money who are currently waiting to enter the market. Yeah. So from the market size, what we can see, what is the trend? There will be continuous massive adoptions. Events like this MMH, hosted by Emma, as well as a lot of workshops held by different sectors, including Coinsquare and other fellow blockchain companies, are doing a lot of evangelist work to educate the general public and understand what will be the trend in the market. And in Canada, we have already become the top destination for minings, and there are a lot of innovation and incubations happens in both. Here in Vancouver, a lot of blockchain communities built here, as well as Toronto and Alberta. Yeah. So for people who would like to buy digital currencies, there will be various of exchanges you can choose. As I'm from Coinsquare, I will let you know what Coinsquare can offer. So we built in 2014, and we currently are Canada's most secure platform. 7 coins offered, including Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Litecoin, Dash, Doge, and Ripple. And we also have Coinsquare Wealth Department, which is the department I come from, to help high net worth clients, larger clients, to trade larger volume of digital currencies with white glove service. And the benefits include lower fee, faster funding, and the withdrawal through bank wires. For more information, you can contact me. I will be here for the whole day. And that's a favorite part is the crypto jokes of the day. We already asked the difference between Bitcoin and NASA, and why won't the government embrace Bitcoin? Anyone know that? Because they hate to deliver the proof of work. Very last one, if you are stuck in an island and you have 2 Bitcoins, how much Bitcoin will you spend to get you out of the island? Any taker? Paul? 1? Sue? Half? It's a trick question. You should never sell your Bitcoin. Thank you.